What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We got another incredible Dadgood community podcast in the hands. As always, I'm your host, Chris Walter. Tonight, super special, to be fair. Hanging out with, you know him, you love him, Geek Roscoe's co-founder of the community. But not only, we have our very first second-time guest, because the first time we just couldn't get enough. You guys know this dude. I know you do. Give it up for our boy, BT Bradton, hanging out with me and Geek tonight.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. I don't know whether to be, I don't know how to feel about
Well,
that.
I
That's
mean,
pretty
like,
cool.
bro, there's
Never recycle, dog. We never recycle.
There's thousands of people in the community, and so we're like trying to be conscious about like the reuse, reduce, recycle. And this is where I warned them ahead of time. I said, look, this one might tug on the heartstrings, but bro, the Dadgood community has fostered so many relationships. Literally, whether it just remains digital, whether you're on a text thread or you get to communicate often, like video or phone calls or FaceTime or whatever. And so my boy Guy, admittedly, he texts like the close group earlier in this week. He's like, you know what, boys? Kind of had a rough week. Like, I didn't win any of these days this week, and that sucks. And he goes, you know who I want to talk to on the pod? Get our boy Brad Tunn in here. I know that that's going to put me where I'm supposed to be. And so without further ado, we got him. Sorry, Guy, to spill the beans, but that's the magic, man. That's so powerful. So I'll shut up now, but what's up, BT? What's up, Guy? How we living?
I can't tell you, and I mean this so sincerely, how much that means to me, because like I've not met any of you guys in person. I'm trying to think any of you guys in person, but like I just have such admiration and respect the hell out of all of you guys so much. And it's crazy that that's all been formed online. And I mean it when I say that if you're having a down week and you thought of talking to me to lift your, like, that's everything to me. That is really cool, man. That is really cool. I'm honored.
Yeah, and Chris made a good point. Like, look, not to make this about me, but I was like, not down in the dumps,
You're
but
just winning days, bro. Sometimes you don't win.
And dog, we're all in sales. We all have families. We all got lives. I mean, it might make it a little harder because we're in sales, but look, it just one of those weeks. T3 kicked in, down in the dumps. I was like, I need a pick me up. I selfishly need a pick me up, and that's why sometimes you got to make the call. You just gotta make it happen. You gotta pick who you want, and you hope that they're available. So thank you for being available.
Instantly.
Do you know how dope that is to be feeling that way and call out what you need, though? Like, in all seriousness, just to own that, that's legit. Because I lived for so long, like, if I was down in the dumps like that and all that, I just internalized all that. I didn't tell anybody. I just kind of just battled through it. The last thing I was going to do was reach out and be like, you know what would lift my spirits? Nah, I'm not doing that.
Dude,
I would never do that.
And that's funny enough. You say that. I think that's such a powerful statement that you made there. I made a post on LinkedIn today specifically around that. Like, I haven't posted about Dadgood too much. It's like I get caught up in all the million different directions that I get pulled in all the time. And today I made a post around, if you're a dad and you're going through it, seek community. Like, if you're a dad and you're going through it, talk about your feelings. If you're a dad and maybe you just moved or you're having a hard time making friends, seek community. That's a big reason I selfishly, with Warren, built this thing for the sole purpose of making more friends. I wanted a network where I can make more friends, and that's why this was built. Dude, it's just, I don't know. It's so hard to talk about your feelings. It's so hard to have a nest of people around you that want to hear about your feelings, and I feel like now we've built it to a point where you can do that, and it's not weird to be down in the dumps and talk to your closest homies and be like, yo, today sucked. Like, because on Tuesday, when I said I couldn't make the pod,
that's our normal film day.
Maddie called me. Dude, immediately. It was like I sent that text message and Maddie called my cell phone within, I want to say 30 seconds. I picked up the phone and he was like, are you good? I was like, yeah, I might have been a little exaggerated when I was texting in the group. Like, I'm not that down in the dumps, but I love you, man. Thanks for calling me immediately.
That's so legit.
Yeah.
Oh my
No.
God.
Well, bro, that bridges over to BT, literally. And Guy could probably check me on this. From the moment that Guy was like, you know what, man, I kind of just want to rap with Brad. Like, I think that would be a ton of fun. Instantly, I called this fool a ring and a half. He goes, yo, what up, Chris? Come on. And I was like, dude,
Are you serious?
here's the deal. Our boy needs us. Here's the situation. Last minute, late at night, are you down to hop on tomorrow? And I couldn't even finish my sentence before he was like, lock it in, let him know, send the calendar, don't say anything
Hell
else.
yeah.
I was like, all right, my boy. Like,
So
And
for
look,
real.
it's hard too. Like we film these podcasts. I'm on the East Coast. It's 9 o'clock right now. It's not.
Same. Yep.
It's easy to get people to jump on a podcast at 9 o'clock at night. Chris, I know you're an hour behind, but still, even
no, it's you just saw me with my kid. I was telling her, go to bed. Like,
that's what
what
I'm
are you
saying.
doing?
These late film sessions can be tough to get people on, but goes to show the real ones show up. You know what I mean? Because it's not easy. I know. You know how it is. Like you live your regular lives, you work your job, you get done, maybe you got to get ready for dinner, you got to clean up the house, you got to put the kiddos to bed, you got to do bath time. It's a million things. Finally, 8, 9 o'clock, dog, you're settling
You're
down for the
exhausted and you're like, oh shoot,
Exhausted.
I gotta go and try and be high energy and talk to people for a
Well,
minute.
I give you guys so much credit for being so consistent with this because I think that's another level for me. Like I'm typically I'm out lights out by 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Same,
Game
bro.
over, right? Because I'm up at 5 and kids. But let me tell you, when I think about this, like that's immediately prioritized in my day because I know what I'm gonna get from it. Like I know how it's gonna fill my cup. I know that I need human connection, especially with other dads in the community that y'all have built. Like that helps my spirit, man. Like I need that. So prioritizing that for me is a no-brainer. You know what I
And
mean?
like,
But
dude, we're
to be able to
boys.
run the thing, I don't know how
Like,
y'all
come
do it
up
all the
with
time.
just
But
boys, bro. Like, I know each of us are like, you know what I mean? You're so right. Is this part of dad good? And maybe that's why we are pretty consistent. Like, I try to stay consistent. This is not work. This doesn't even feel like, you know what I mean? This is me telling my wife, like, hey, at 8 o'clock, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends for an hour. I'll be at home. Don't worry, it's digital, but I'm just gonna go hang out with the boys, like reset, and then we'll get it in. So
to chime in on that. Ashley and I have been doing a ton of movie nights. We've been on a Harry Potter kick. So for the last week and a half, we've gotten through. We're on the Deathly Hallows Part 1, so we're 6 movies in. But
ooh,
it's taken us a week and a half or 2 weeks to get here because we'll watch an hour, we'll get tired, we'll fall asleep, we'll pick up the next day, like keep going.
it's not your first run, is it?
No, I have a Harry Potter tattoo and I have like
Okay,
2 wands.
thank you.
Shelf.
Okay,
I've
thank you.
read and watched the movies like 40 times.
More than you could. Yeah, okay, thank you.
is this a first run for her? Is that why no, not at all. It's
Potter
just
X,
like we're
it's
gonna do
They're
this.
just
That's
true
dope.
fans. They're like, bro, we're gonna run this back for the 40th time, and we don't want to miss a scene.
But to the point that you were making, though, like tonight with the pod, we have our movie nights like we do every single night. But she knows, like, I'm just kicking it with the homies. I'm in my office. I'm home, like, just hanging out, doing what I love to do. And she's cool with it. You know what I mean? It's an hour that I'm away from her, but she knows that, one, we're putting out a good message. 2, we're vibing. 2, we're creating controlled chaos. You know what I mean? It's confined. It's not getting too messy. And, she loves it. She supports it. And I think that's so cool.
Sick.
But, yeah.
No, but it really does go for it. Look, like, I think what also drives the consistency is it's not always in the comments or the thumbs up on the new episode post, but dude, the YouTube analytics are pretty like, hey, we're getting there. The Spotify, like, nothing is cooler than seeing, like, selfishly, to Gee's point, I feel like I'm just sitting here chilling with my friends. You know what I mean? But we do drive into like some tough topics. We talk about our experience on some more like whoa, that's a deep corner topic. And people listen and they're like, bro, like, thank you, or that helped, or when he said this, that was fire, and I relate to that. So it's just magic, man. And, it goes back to what you and Warren kind of built for us.
I think I'll never forget this. A buddy of mine that I actually went to high school with, him and I not necessarily lost touch. We weren't the closest of friends. We were friends, and post high school, we kind of stopped talking, and then pretty recently we followed each other on Instagram, and he was like, "Hey man, I actually caught an episode of Dadgood. He just recently had his son," and he's like, "Dude, a lot of that was so relatable," and that hit so
Because
deep.
it's your boy.
That's so
I didn't
awesome.
ask you to watch the episode. I didn't expect you to watch the episode. I didn't expect you to tune into the first 10 minutes of the episode. And the point that he referenced was like, dude, 40 minutes in, I was like, this dude actually sat there.
Dude,
Right.
listen. Yeah. That
And
is
it-
so cool, man.
My mind, but it's such a good feeling when you're putting out content that it's nice knowing that people actually care. And granted, not everyone's gonna care. It's just like LinkedIn posting. Look, you're gonna build your following. There are certain people that's gonna like your content. You're not here to please everyone. But at the end of the day, if your message resonates with one person, that's all that matters. Like that's all
100%.
one person.
100%.
No, for
And it was
sure.
to me.
That's sick. Hell yeah, man. That's why we show up. Look, the one thing that I wanted to ask BT on this was, first of all, we're all sales guys and we could nerd out so hard on sales
Love
acumen
it.
and approach, but this dude, was it Oats? What's the name of the company? Oh, don't even tell me.
Oat Hoss.
So
Oat Hoss.
this dude straight creates a rap for one of his ICP prospects, like not a nothing company, and just drives one of the more viral type of videos, like just the unique approach that you got responses from the company. They sent you a freaking like care package. Can you just like tell the people who are tuning in, how did you
Listen,
get the idea? What the hell did you do? And what's the aftermath? Because that inspired the shit out of me, bro.
That's hilarious. So I will say, like, there's been huge moments in my life, the birth of my children, marrying my wife, my best friend, and Oat Hoss.
And
I swear.
Otas responding to the rap.
Unbelievable. So for those that don't know, in a previous life, I know Chris did music. I did hip hop music for 8 or 9 years. Like I went all in on it, like after college and pre-kids, pre-first marriage and all of that. I did it for a long time. It's still a part of me, but I got 6 kiddos to raise. I got sales job and all that, but you know how it is, man. Like that is still in me, but I don't really mess with it much anymore. But I have kind of a creative outlet that like I want to do stuff. You can catch me like,
dude, the Friday freestyle. I live by the Friday freestyle, bro. Every Friday you see me like, this is what I need, dude.
You fire me up. You fire me up more than anybody. It keeps me entertained. So I will say this. So first of all, and I'm not kidding, this will seem ridiculous, but this stuff, man, Oat Hoss granola, cookie dough granola butter. Okay. That's what it's called. Cookie dough granola butter. All right. That's all it is. My wife just randomly bought it one day and I was like, let me check this out. Dude, it's the best thing I have ever eaten in my life. It is the best thing. I put that stuff in the refrigerator or the freezer, get you a spoon, and go to town.
You just raw dog it? Is it made for like to put on something else, or do you just raw dog it?
It's a spread.
Wait.
Hold on, I got a whole story for you.
The
here
wrap.
I'm ordering some right now on Amazon as we speak. I'm literally ordering some now, and I will let you know if the hype is living up to it.
Listen, so I'm sitting there. I get random ideas, man. Call it shower thoughts or whatever. And I'm like, I'm doing this Freestyle Friday stuff. And I'm always like, this is hilarious when you start doing something on a weekly basis. As you all know, I start stressing about something so stupid.
Right.
I'm like, what am I going to rap about on Friday? It's Wednesday afternoon. What am I going to rap about on 90 seconds for my 14 views on Friday? And I listen to old school hip hop all the time, right? And the song, have you ever heard the song Common, The Light? It's a song by the rapper Common.
For sure,
right?
Dude. Yeah.
And it's a love song, right? It's a love song. It's one of the best hip hop love songs ever. It's a classic. And I'm like, I'm gonna parody this about oat Haas granola butter. So I did. I used AI video and myself. I like copied the the light single artwork and made it, instead of like a microphone, I made it the granola butter or whatever. And I did it to the same beat and everything. Anyway, and I just contacted them. I put it on Instagram. I had to re-download Instagram to send it to them. And I got a response back, and they were like, they've shared it. They were like, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen.
That's wild.
What can we send you? You know? And I'm like, are you kidding me? It was a huge highlight, man.
At the end
and they
of the
sent me a
day,
whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
there's so many influencers out there that just do things for a paycheck, but like having someone who isn't even getting paid to post, and there's a genuine interest in the product and a genuine love for something that they put out. Like, you made that on your own. No one paid to make it. No one gave you a script. You just were like, hey, I love this shit. Let me whip up something fire. And the fact that you did that and had the balls to even reach out, was like, yo, look what I just did for you. Damn right they should have sent you stuff. Like,
Right?
that's awesome.
So I have to get this right, and I can't. I should look up her name. I can't remember So this is no joke, right? I post this online. My old mentor, a guy named Dan Gross. I worked with him when I first got into tech sales, but he stayed in touch. He's like a mentor of mine, and I text with him maybe every few months. We check in with each other, shit talk about football because he loves Ohio State, and I still hang out with him sometimes. I don't know why, but he texts me and he's like, "Hey, if you need a contact at Oat Haas, let me know." And I'm like, excuse me, what? He's like, I swear to God, it's his cousin's daughter. I believe that's right. It was his cousin's daughter anyway. He's like, she just moved to where, I can't remember where their headquarters are, Dallas or whatever. She's like, she just moved there to become their social media manager. Like he knew her. So I'm messaging with the Oat Haas account on Instagram, and I'm like, by chance, is this so-and-so? This is really awkward, but is this so-and-so? And here's why I'm asking. They're like, actually, it is.
Been talking to you the whole time.
The whole time. I'm like, I halfway know you because of Dan.
Wait, know to you.
That was definitely helpful for the, she'd be like, I'll get you the best care package I absolutely can. Unbelievable.
That's so
hilarious. Sick. So anyway, that was so fun, man. Like, and it was truly just because I love the stuff and I was just being a nerd. I'm like, I'm gonna do this for fun, because I need more hobbies.
No, for sure,
so,
dude. It's
great.
such an example for like outside of the box sales acumen. If you love and believe in, like, doesn't even matter if you score a deal or score the sale. Like, it's just more about the, hey man, I'm gonna go as far out of left field as possible. And bro, I was so stoked when I saw they responded to you. That's so cool.
So fast forward, and I can put a bow on, but so I did that. I want to say that was like 3 months ago. I just started a new job mid-February.
That's right.
So I'm just over 2 months in. I did that video before that, right? But y'all know who this is. You get a new job and new coworkers, and you're active on LinkedIn way more than, we're all more active than 99% of people.
Yeah.
But so you're the new coworker who's super active posting rap videos on LinkedIn, and now everybody's checking you out. So it could go one of two ways, right? When they see that stuff, they ate it up. So like, we're doing, my company, I sell software to nonprofit organizations. Okay. So we have our annual conference next week, and our CEO asked me, I wrote a rap for it.
No.
Because like, they're
Are
like
you
performing,
bro?
Performing. I'm ending our day one of our conference for our whole company. And like, I did this whole rap. I got our sponsors in on it. Like, I'm rhyming our sponsors' names and what they do. It is so dope. That's all because I did that and they saw it and they're like, this is hilarious. This is great.
Bro, you're the epitome of doing sales right. You know what I mean? Like, just absolutely.
I need to incorporate it more, like, with actual, like, outreach to my actual prospects. I will say, though, this is probably totally another topic, but being human like that and leaning into your passions and stuff on a platform like LinkedIn, making yourself more human, talk about an icebreaker.
No,
when you're
for sure. Well, dude, you even told me
it's amazing.
You were at like conferences sitting behind the booth and people would come up and be like, are you the guy that raps on? You're like, I got
hilarious. Hilarious. I absolutely love that, man. Probably just because I'm at the point in life where it's like, I don't know.
No, who
You become-
cares? Like that's where you're at,
Right?
bro. Who cares?
I don't know.
We're
You become
cooking.
like we all have goals, responsibilities, numbers we want to hit. Like all that stuff's important, but there's this level of perspective and like not caring at the same time, you know, that just this weight is lifted and you're just yourself.
No, bro, and you're spot on. The moment you eliminate that weight or the massive care, you're just like, bro, today I posted that like 2 sides of the bread loaf, whatever post, which actually blew up pretty cool. But
I saw your comment to
Yeah,
Lindsay
dude.
Rios. I was dying.
one of my ICPs,
Bread to ducks.
what'd you say?
Don't feed bread to ducks.
Yeah, I learned that. Sorry, Carol or Susan, whatever her name was. But dude, one of my ICPs straight jumps into my DMs and I didn't even first message. And their message was, I'm sorry that we have a disagreement about the ends of breads, but I feel like we could still get along. And I was like, you know what?
It's beautiful.
First of all,
Did someone say that they like the end of bread?
yeah, dude, the heels, like the crust
No,
part of
throw
bread.
them out.
That's what the
The
whole thing
butt-
is about.
I didn't catch your post, which
heels.
is rare but no,
It's
get
the
rid of
butt
this.
of the bread.
That's
If
the
you call
butt,
Yeah, no.
dude. I called it like just the protective bodyguard over the good stuff. Like
what it
you
is.
gotta have it until you open it.
wait, it's a waste. Unless you're down to the last 2 pieces and you need to make a PB&J, I'm biting the bullet. I'm
That's
having
how
it.
bro.
I'm a grown
Not
ass
from
man.
both ends, though, right?
No,
like,
no.
It has to be one regular piece and one heel.
Because the
Yeah.
top,
Yeah.
usually like I'll just throw it out.
That's
the
right. It's
bottom,
already gone. It's
I'm
already
not
gone.
rummaging through the bag to get to the butt.
100%. Okay, I just want to be clear. Like both heels, no.
That's
But
so
okay,
funny.
That's like Jeffrey Dahmer. That's some serial killer.
That's exactly
No,
right.
you're for sure spot on.
But like you go, blah, 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 you get destined for a while.
Yeah, you're already committed to
What?
making the sandwich at that point, right?
I
Like
don't care.
you're
Yeah.
tasting it.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's why I started laughing, because the one, like, hey, look, there's one exception to this. You're right. The end pieces suck. But if it's Sunday afternoon, you don't want to go to the store and you only got that piece left, you bet your ass I'm using that to make a PB&J. And
I'm ripping it.
but there was
I'm
over
ripping it.
100 comments, dog. At least 20 people made reference to the emergency PB&J. And I was like, you know what? I respect it.
Perfect.
I got you. I
Dude,
It's so
respect it.
relatable.
Yeah.
It comes
big
to a
time.
point where you just gotta bite the bullet. You're a grown man. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like I have morals. If I need to do it, I'm going for that last piece.
No, for sure.
But let's say we go grocery shopping. My son loves bread. Like he just eats bread and frozen waffles. Like that's his thing. But he'll just eat.
Frozen waffles?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
But so basically, he'll just eat bread, and we go through so much. But if we buy, let's say 2-3 loaves, there's 2 loaves in the pantry. If I get down and there's like good piece and a butt piece, tossing that shit out. Butt's going out the window.
For
I'm
sure.
starting a front loaf. I'm going down past the top, and I'm starting at the second piece, and that's what I'm doing.
No,
just
I'm
what
the
you gotta
same
do,
Of
way.
course. Yeah, that's standard, I feel like. Yeah.
No, but
You
I
gotta-
learned
Comments on that post.
people are not totally on board with that life. Like people are doing stuff with the heels. And I was just, I
Nope.
couldn't believe it.
I can't even
Yeah.
Check it out. I just got a delivery
What
to
is
the.
that? Is that Chipoodles?
No. This is a pizza joint. I got a Philly steak and cheese pizza.
Dang. Oh, it is a pizza. That's right.
I haven't eaten all day,
Dang,
so I'm
good for
sorry.
you.
I'm here. I gotta.
No,
eat
no,
this.
bro. Live it up. Are you kidding? Live it up.
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm checking this out. 119 comments on this bad boy
Which,
here.
dude, honestly, kind of pisses me off that you got that much traction because I'd put out something sentimental.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be
Dude,
a
that's
good
a
guy,
bro.
mentor.
Story. It's the old adage of like, if I talk about my company or I put in any more than 5 seconds of thought, that post is going to fumble. But literally, Matt Campbell sent me an Instagram reel late last night that I watched at like 6 in the morning today, and it was on that exact topic. And I was like, I'm gonna repurpose this. I could go for it. So I
Oh,
did.
dude, that's one of the ones you see and you're like, this is gonna crush.
This is
like
this is crushing all day. It took no time and murdered.
Nothing.
10,000 impressions. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
This girl that I follow on LinkedIn, she rage baited everyone on LinkedIn. I think it was absolutely spectacular. It was about how AEs and SDRs have these like wonky and fancy titles, when in reality you're just an AE or an SDR. Dude, the post got 2,020 likes and 357 comments. From that one post alone, I made a comment. It got 143 likes and 61,000 impressions. I got more followers. I got 32 followers from that one comment. I got more impressions from that one comment than I've gotten in my last
wild.
Dude, maybe
was that dude? I think I know that person. Was it on that Wizard Sales Ladies post and you commented about GTM?
I did say GTM in there, but her name is Julia. And she's awesome. Like, she does well on LinkedIn, like smashes. And this, post just hit a lot of people in a soft spot. And I was like, you know what? Let me clap back. Like, I'm going to give my real 2 cents.
Let's go.
Yes, it resonated. But dude, 60,000 impressions on a comment.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah. But the platform.
Commenting's king.
Yeah. But again,
So
this is like a rage bait post that blew up. And I think it's awesome. And then people
Every time.
And they spit some facts on work-related shit, and it gets 3 likes, and it's like, okay, this is cool.
Well, that's what happens all day.
No, for sure.
My thing was blowing up today because I commented something about how you need to be a grown-up and wait your turn to stand up once the airplane lands.
Dude, I'm with you.
When I saw you and Matt going back and forth, I had to chime in, bro.
Dude. When you get a friend that's like you could just, like, if it's real life, they think you're like really fighting. And you just go back and forth. And he's like, I'm going to throw these hands.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
bro, you guys were throwing hands.
Just going back. He's like, I'm going to throw these hands. I'm like, well, I hope they don't lock up like your knees do sitting on an airplane.
Dude, so funny. Bro, because Brad was of the position of like, dude, stay seated. You got 10 more minutes.
Yeah,
you just finished the flight. Chill. Like, grow up.
You don't need to stand up right away.
The last time I flew was coming home from Chicago. Shout out to Chris, because Chris actually Venmo'd me and upgraded my flight to first class.
Are you? That's amazing. Yeah. What a move.
I'm talking in the group chat and Warren goes, you won't Venmo him right now. I get a Venmo immediately.
He shouldn't, bro. It's Warren's fault, dog. I wasn't going to send him money, but as soon as Warren was like, all right, big shot, you won't do it. You won't do it.
I won't say how much it was, but it was enough. And upgraded me to first class.
That is so awesome.
It was great. I'm chilling first class. Plane lands. It's a late flight. It's like 11 o'clock. Some guy from the nosebleeds, which is usually where I'm chilling, beelined it right to the front of the plane. And I'm like, Don, what are you doing?
That's not okay with me.
Man.
I stuck my foot out. I tried to trip him, but it didn't work.
100%. Like, karma's going to get you. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, man.
Karma's going to get you. We're not going to have an altercation here on the airplane. I may say something under my breath, maybe, but like, I understand that karma is going to get you. Like,
no,
it's just not going to work out in your favor. You know what I mean?
Bro,
dude, I hate that.
Gee, going back to that comment that Brad was having with Matt, it was about Matt standing up because he's tall, right? And they were going back and forth, so I chimed in. I'm like, yo, Brad, Matt's the type of guy that claps when the airplane lands. And Brad, in 2 seconds, just goes, yeah, you could do that sitting down. Like, bro, I will spit out my coffee, bro. It's so funny.
I will say, though, one time I was flying home and I took Spirit Airlines and we landed. Dude, the entire plane just started ripping a clap.
You get that on
this
Spirit,
thing before it explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It well called for. Like, you land on a Delta or like a JetBlue. It's like, okay, we all know what
we're like, let's just calm down.
Yeah, we all know what we're signing up for.
Yeah,
dude, people were hollering in there. It was hilarious. At the Spirit Airlines one, people are clapping, cheering, like all excited that we didn't die when we landed. It was.
I mean, you have to.
I know. That was the last time. That was probably like 6 years ago.
Bro, that is
I
so
don't plan
funny.
on it again. So, Spirit, if you're watching this podcast, I never want to be on your planes ever again.
Yeah, sorry. No sponsorship incoming.
I mean,
No.
look, like you must have been in a pickle to choose Spirit to begin with.
No, dude, it was like limited flights. It was like the only direct one.
That's what I mean, bro.
I'm hitting Enterprise, bro, at that point. I'm sorry.
Like, look, Southwest, I guess, is the quote unquote poor man's. I love Southwest. I'll take a Southwest flight all day, but your boy ain't going Spirit. I'll be honest.
I never flew Southwest.
No, I'm with you.
You never flew Southwest?
No.
Bro, it's
When am
quite
I ever
enjoyable.
When am I ever in
It
the
is
Southwest?
very enjoyable. Now they get assigned seats again. I kind of like picking my own.
No, yeah,
No?
me too. Whatever. Charge me $35 because I want to sit by the window.
I'm a JetBlue guy through and through. I
I
will.
don't think I've ever flown JetBlue.
I love
Me
JetBlue.
neither.
They're on the brink of bankruptcy right now. Things aren't looking too good.
That's not good, bro.
They did just give me 62,000 free points for no reason.
Well, I saw your post. That's cool.
That was fire. I opened up my account.
I
Now.
saw that.
Why do
How
I?
did that work? How do they just?
Apparently, it was like some confusion that was caused in the back. I don't know what confusion was caused because I haven't had any issues on any of my flights. Knock on wood. So maybe someone messed up and just dished me out 60K points. But that's like $800 worth.
Maybe it was
of
like a
flight.
loyalty thing.
Hey, I'll take it. 60,000 points gets me and the wife round trip to anywhere that JetBlue goes. So I'm not complaining.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
That's
about
fire.
That. That's awesome.
Bro, another thing that I wanted to at least bring up and acknowledge with BT, what is it? Every Sunday you do like a Mount Rushmore or a top 4. And Gee, I know that you are a man of hip hop, but Brad, I think, and I even commented, I was like, you know what? 0 substitutions. I think that you hit the nail on the head. This last weekend, he did, what was it? The top 4 like R&B rap producers. And
Hip hop producers.
yeah,
Yep.
so Gee, let me get your feedback on this because I have no subs. I think he killed it. We went
Which is pretty impressive.
in no, because they're murderers. There are a ton of murderers out there. But if I'm thinking of like evolution, your entire discography, like what you've done. So my boy BT puts into the universe in no particular order, except for, in my opinion, number 1, your boy Dr. Dre. Okay.
He has to. I mean, he has to be.
Has to be, bro. And also, maybe unpopular opinion if you're going on personality, but if you go on the jams alone, your boy Kanye West got to be up there. That dude is
Listen, I had this conversation with my coworker the other day. I
Has
think
to be.
Kanye West.
bro. The Graduation might be the best album I've ever listened to in my life.
I just don't agree.
Yeah,
I just don't agree with this mouth. I think everything else, creative
Oh, no, you
genius.
can't.
I think just the mental is not there. The creative mental is there. Just the like common sense. Hey, I probably shouldn't say this. I can't back that side of him, but I think he is spectacular
Yeah.
at what he does on the music side of things. Yeah. Anyway,
I could not agree more. I think it was. I hope I get this right. If not, but it was his grandmother that raised him, and then when
Yeah.
she passed away, he just like
Went off the
I
rails.
think that was. He probably already always had some issues, I imagine, right? But I mean, that was the turning point. Yeah, but the Graduation from a producer standpoint, man,
just gross.
unreal.
I mean, but bro,
The
even in his
discography is-
upbringing, I don't know if he did the beat on Through the Wire, which was kind of his
He did.
cross into
He did.
mainstream, but like, come on, dude. You got your mouth
Jaw
taped
wired shut and
and
just
you're
gonna lay it.
bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, he wins, dude. Kanye West, like, forget about all the political shit. Like, just music alone, he's a winner, dude. So
yeah, no, I agree there. And then who were the other two?
So next in line, and this one is near and dear to my heart, is Pharrell /
Okay.
Neptunes. Dude, did you guys? I watched this on an airplane, funny enough, and we landed, and there was like 10 minutes left, and I let the back row pass me so I could finish the movie. Did you guys see that that like Lego rendition of the Neptunes, that Pharrell movie?
No,
Oh
I
my
totally missed this.
Get on a plane for
bro.
watch a Lego movie?
You are messing with me. Hold on, let me just type
What a
I'm definitely not.
testimonial, though. I mean, I don't know that you
Lego.
could have a stronger recommendation for a movie than staying on an
I
airplane.
promise you, I'm definitely not messing with you. I definitely did not sit on an airplane to watch a Lego movie.
That's
but if that good,
crazy.
No.
I might-
You guys are playing with me right now. Okay, so Pharrell, real people, lots of famous actors, R&B artists. He released a movie called Piece by Piece that is essentially his music biography, starting from nothing into becoming Pharrell Williams of the Neptune.
It's on Netflix.
Piece by piece. But the whole thing is him using Lego characters. But it's like really his voice, really the Pharrell music. Like his mom is in the movie as well. No bullshit. I can't believe you guys. It is so sick, dog. Pharrell Williams.
I will watch it though. I will watch it. I
Piece
haven't
by
heard of it.
piece. I'm telling you, dude. Like it's even inappropriate. Like talks about his relationships with girls in the early days. Like, and the whole
love this.
thing is just using Lego pieces.
Apparently, it's not available in my country on Netflix, so I don't know what's going
I
on.
just realized that too. I'm sure you could find it somewhere. If you go back though, between Neptunes and the stuff he did solo, it's insane.
Bro,
From a
it's
production standpoint.
insane.
Insane. And that's just talking hip hop, because he did some mainstream like pop stuff too. That's just like
And look, not for
I
nothing,
own the radio for like 5 years straight.
the man can design a shoe too.
That too.
For sure, bro.
He's just
His
one of those
clothes,
guys. That,
Stupid. I used to absolutely love his shoes. I think he did a great job on those too. So yeah, I think that's a great number 3 on the
Dude.
list. Who was number 4?
I'm telling you. So check out Piece by Piece. Both of you put it in your diary.
it's on.
It's
Yeah,
so
I got it
sick.
written
It's
down.
such a good film in Lego.
Wait,
All right.
so who was number 4 on the list?
Number 4, and this one, honestly, I said no subs. This was a 10 out of 10 list. Gotta be your
4.
boy Timbaland, man. Bro,
Timbo.
Timbaland came up with the sickest beats, and especially like in my upbringing. And then he had that whole bringing sexy back team up with JT, Justin Timberlake. Like, bro, Timbaland is a fire producer.
I can get down.
I will fully admit these are the arguments I get into the comments, because people think I don't know that music existed prior to like 1997. I do. I do understand that it did. However, I will fully admit that like these are my formative years where I'm super influenced by music, where these people like were coming up. Like he was with that whole clique with and Missy Elliott and Jermaine Dupri,
that
and
dirt
like,
off his shoulders.
and then he reinvented himself with Justin Timberlake, and he did Dirt Off Your Shoulder with Jay-Z.
Get your freak on. Get your freak on.
He did he did my answer to the icebreaker question about what your your intro song would be. Like if why am I not thinking of not walk-off song, walk-in song, intro song, if like you were a baseball player?
Yeah, like run into the mound.
Walk-up song. It's a walk-up song.
Walk Up, thank you. Good. Which is Till I Collapse with Eminem. That's a Timbaland beat, like unreal. He's just crazy.
No,
with
dude, that's what I said. Like that
Shout out
list.
to you on that. Now I'm adding that song to my gym playlist because that's a banger that I didn't have
It's
on
a
there.
banger. So BT throwing it down with Dr. Dre, Kanye West, Pharrell Williams, and Timbaland. Like, Saturday morning it hit me and I was like 10 out of 10. I can't think of who I would sub.
I agree.
Sometimes I'm kind of like, I'm glad. Listen, if someone's gonna give me 10 out of 10, no subs, I'm glad it was you. Sometimes I'm like, come on, people, disagree a little bit. Let's go. Tell me where I'm wrong. Come on, fire up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, not to bite off you. I'm sorry. Tomorrow morning, I might put up, my Mount Rushmore of just
Please.
trash, and I want people to just roast me. Because what if I could
Like
know what I
trash
mean?
What is it gonna be
artists?
of?
or something? I might pick like my Mount Rushmore of like cereal, and I might just pick like Raisin Bran. I don't know. Unless you
Okay,
guys,
and just like that was when. So I started doing that because like I don't know about you guys, but like my buddies and I growing up, we would always do that. Like,
Me too.
Who's your Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah,
Who would
because
your starting lineup be? Like that kind of stuff. And
it builds
the
good
cereal
match.
one is what I did, like, I don't know, probably a year ago now. And then I was like, I'm just going to keep doing this because it's fun for me. Like, I just think it's fun.
And bro,
Yeah.
not for nothing, it drives great traffic. Like everybody's trying to get
That's so
involved.
super fun too. But I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, I'm opinionated because I'm like, this is pretty easy to come up with lists like that I can.
Right.
And I get shit all the time. Like, I understand people are like rage bait. I'm like, no, this is always truly what I believe.
Yeah.
Like, 1,000%. And it's not like I don't know that this is going to piss people off, but it's still my real opinion. Like,
Yeah, shout out to you for staying real, but also I think it's so interesting. You can see other people's perspectives. Like, it goes to show you do a cereal one. Maybe someone might put up Raisin Bran. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Again,
no,
you like Raisin Bran.
absolutely crazy.
But it's like you're telling me you're going to put Raisin Bran up against like Reese's Puffs, Cocoa Krispies, Frosted Flakes, and like Fruit Loops? Come on, dog. I'm not saying those are my top 4, but I'm just saying like Raisin Bran over those 4? Crazy. Anyways.
You can't.
You can't
do that.
But it is nice to see like other people's perspectives, and I yes, it does create a lot of engagement. And again, that's the point of the platform. LinkedIn, new Facebook. That's just what it is.
No, it is.
Exactly
well,
right.
because it could be the CFO of an ICP who's like, you know what? I always thought Rocket Power was way better than Hey Arnold. And you're like, well, wait a minute, dude. I agree.
I didn't know you were a real human being.
Yeah, like, wait a minute, dude.
Right.
That's
what
my
I'm saying.
angle, then. I've been looking at all these spreadsheets of your numbers. You should have just said, like, woogie, 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 and we're in, dude. No, bro. And that's why, like, just even going back to how we started this mess of a conversation, like, whether it's oat halls and filming a rap video trying to talk to a prospect, or like even MC. He did that, was it Bad Birdie? Is a golf apparel company, and he did that quick video of him trying to smack a dinger through the window. Like,
yeah,
come on, bro.
I love it.
That works, dude. And honestly, living in a world full of AI crap, today I got a follow-up email from someone that I met, and they just ripped me an AI email, and I was like, I'm never going to respond to you again. This was trash. Same thing goes with outreach, being in sales. Like, you got to be a person. You got to, mix into the crowd of all this AI shit and AI slop. And that's exactly what Matt did. A few months ago, I posted a video shotgunning a Slate protein.
That's right. I was trying to think of the one you did. You're
That's
right.
One of the best things. Didn't you get? Okay, what happened from that? I remember your company even posting about it afterwards, right? Like days later.
No, if you're listening to this, so basically what happened was once that video surfaced on the internet, it started going around Slate Milk internally. My ICP is head of marketing, head of sales. Their head of marketing, or their CMO, actually reached out, and he was like, dude, 1, this is hilarious. 2, this is great content. We would love to have a meeting with you. And he was like, let me talk to my team. Let me try to set that up for you. Nothing, dude. Like, a bunch of people reached out, and they were like, yeah, we can meet in a month. We can meet in a month. That was like 2 months ago, dude. And they just like won't respond back now.
I think that that lends itself to doing a follow-up video of some kind.
Let's
I don't
go,
know what
Chuck.
that would be.
2 of them, Gee. Let's go, Chuck.
Or I'm like, might put time and effort into another brand that would actually give me the time of day. You know what I mean?
That's true. I have no shame. I'd be like, listen, I know I got one email response by shotgunning 1. Let's see if we can actually set up the meeting if I shotgun 2.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Something like that. Or do like the Stone Cold. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
To do it outside of
that
sun,
bad boy.
though. Dude, with Enzo in the backyard, if we both clack him and drink him, wow, that could actually be a post. Friday banger,
man.
If anything, you're gonna get tons of engagement. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, and I feel like we all know this, but like, there's no reason to not call it out, right? Like, I love being active on LinkedIn. I post a lot about my ICP. Usually if it's like I'm engaging with and I've connected and had one meeting with, a few like organizations, I'm going to start putting out content that I know speaks to them without talking to them directly.
And they'll see it.
And they'll see it, right? And it'll get like 400 impressions, but I don't care because one of them's them, right? Like, whatever. that's beautiful to me. I could care less. But there's something powerful about doing that work on LinkedIn and knowing that no matter what, you're also building your own brand, your own follow that will follow you anywhere and everywhere. Right. So you're kind of, I don't know if I'm articulating
No,
that
you are.
correctly,
Well,
but like
dude, it's
you're
the
doing your
same
job,
as
which is helpful, but like you're also helping yourself. It's kind of like two birds, one stone. I don't know.
well,
And it's really cool
Dude,
to
it
see
draws
what
back
happens.
to you just left your previous job and now you're obviously
Yeah.
doing software in the same industry, but those same people that you were talking to, maybe like long sales funnel prospects or
For sure.
whomever, they're gravitating towards company A to company B, not even so much because of benefit of the service, but because of your boy BT. And so, like, that's why it makes sense to really like focus on your personal
It's
brand and
awesome.
harvest this network because that shit compounds, man. They're gonna come with you.
I saw something, I can't remember, some influencer I follow that I actually like and appreciate, but was like doing three or four things that I can guarantee will happen once you're consistent on LinkedIn. And one of them was like your coworkers will think you're cringe, and then 3 months later they're going to come to you asking for advice on how to be better. Like, I'm
100%.
like, bro, that is
100%.
oh
dude.
my god, I've never been like, I was like, yes, that right there is
look,
so
not
true.
not for nothing. Like when I joined Bridge, Kate, my CEO, she's a killer on LinkedIn. She is spectacular.
She's awesome. Yeah,
She
I
is
follow her
we
because of you,
we
but I'm
follow
like, she's
Kate.
awesome. Yeah.
30,000 followers, dude. She's a murderer on LinkedIn. And honestly, when I joined, she was like, "Hey, we're gonna make it a thing where everyone has to post consistently on LinkedIn."
That
And
is so badass right there. Like,
Yeah.
sign me up for that
So
leader, no
smart.
matter what. Everything else, like whatever, that is says so much about her.
I spoke to someone recently. He's head of go to market at this tech startup. He's Boston based. Really, his name's Michael. A really cool guy. He was saying that in his hiring process, he won't even evaluate a candidate unless they have a presence on LinkedIn. It doesn't mean 10,000 followers. It just means, are you showing up consistently on LinkedIn? Because the world is turning into like a social selling pivotal point
It is.
where cold calling, yeah, it works to a certain extent. Yeah, emails work to a certain extent, but like, dude, showing up on LinkedIn day in and day out, selling on there, that hits. And he was like, unless you're on LinkedIn, sorry, I won't even look at you. So now I have friends that reach out to me and they're like, hey, looking to switch jobs. I'm looking to do this, looking to do this. I'm like, get on LinkedIn, post. Oh, what do I post about? Who cares? Post about nonsense and your following will come. And that's it. Just post. And people thought I was cringe. I posted about that the other day too. Like people thought the two of you were cringe when you were posting.
No, for sure.
They still do. Like, that's totally fine with me. Like, whatever. Because
No.
I'm not like, you can tell the difference. Like, I'm doing it because the connections that gets made.
Yeah,
I'm doing
same.
it because
I really don't
I'm
give a
ju-
shit
now,
about
I'm-
the sales. That's just a nice
selfishly
ad.
motivated from a. It's selfishly motivated from a business standpoint because I know social selling is it's already here, but like you got to be leaning into it. And I need to do it as a salesperson because I got numbers hit, but also like I do it for the connection. And I talk about things I've been through in real life, with whether it's recovery, whether it's being a dad like we all are, whatever it is. And I know this has happened to you guys, but you start posting about that, you get messages from people like they're not going to comment or like, but and you start connecting and having these conversations. I can't tell you how many messages I've gotten like, thank you so much. Your post about alcohol recovery and how you struggled and this, that, and the other, like my brother's going through it. Like, and your post, like I was so mad at him on why can't you stop? Why can't you stop? And I read your post and it made me understand his mindset. I'm like,
That's
all it takes is
magic,
like
bro.
that,
All it takes
that is incredible. Like I can't overstate how incredible that is, man. You
All
can't
it-
do that.
one person. You made that point earlier. It was like, say you get 400 impressions. If it hits that one person, that's all that matters. And when you're posting, your post isn't supposed to resonate with everyone. That's not the purpose of social media. You're not supposed to resonate to 8 billion people. You resonate to the people that want to see your content.
Absolutely.
And that's it. That's all that. And I think that's the hard part about why people get into social media or even posting on LinkedIn. They think that they need to please everyone. That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
You just need to please that one.
You're not
one
going to reach
person.
anyone if you do that. The other thing too, I saw people post about this, but it resonates with me. You talk about 400 people, which is like that means it flops in our eyes. Like if you get 400 impressions, but like imagine standing at the front of a room and there's 400 people in it.
Right? What a good point.
You know what I mean,
dude?
I just hit my pants.
And they're listening to what you're saying. Like,
yeah, crap.
That's a crap load of people.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I'd probably
so I mean
that people is a crap ton of people. Could you imagine?
Yeah, but it is funny though, because we're spoiled now. We've been on the platform for a while now, consistently showing up day in and day out. And yeah, some days I'll bitch in our group chat and I'm like, hey, I only got
the algo hates me today.
Don't you know this though? Like Chris, you have to know this, right? But you still do it. I'm the same way. Like I know if my hook has to do with like donor relations or something,
you're
know
in the tank,
I ain't
dude.
1,000 impressions. I know it is.
Like, that's who you are.
I do not care,
bro. You know, because we both have posted. Like, I know that these nonprofit posts.
I know my thing about collections
hit.
right now is
This is who I am, dude.
But to be able to hit post anyway and to understand that we're playing the long game and also I'm hitting the right people, that's what it
no
that's
I know
about.
ahead of time every time a post is gonna tank. If I'm talking business, bro, I'll just see myself out, don't worry.
I also know that if we just connected, like if you just accepted my connection request for like the next 4 or 5 days, LinkedIn's gonna feed you my stuff.
Yeah.
So like this is for you.
This is for you. It's not for anybody else, baby. This is for you. And then that guy's going, wow, this guy, he gets no love, but he really posts about this a lot.
I'm not going to be the first one to like this thing.
Oh my God, dude. You're so right, bro. It's so thankless, but there's a longer plan in the strategy.
I love it so much.
Oh my God. All right, gang. Well, look at us. We're at the 53 mark. I try to keep them under an hour just because the processing of these things literally kicks me in the ass. As always, I'm your host, Chris Walcher. Tonight, we're hanging out with your boy, Guy Groscos, co-founder of the Dadgood community. Special guest, much needed. I didn't even need my spirits lifted, but they're lifted sky high. Guy, I'm sure you're along for the ride. We got our boy, BT Bradton, hanging out with us tonight. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming to chill.
Dude, the pleasure is all mine.
How fun.
If the phone call would have been, we need you to show up in person, I'm like, say less.
Let's go. How fun to just be able to call your boy and say, you know what? Let's just rap. Let's just get a little huddle going and make it happen.
Oh my God. We've talked, I know we've talked on the phone maybe like, I don't know, less than 10 times. And like 3 or 4 of those times, my wife is like, who were you talking to? Because you were so amped up.
Yo, less than 10, but more than 5. We've talked a handful of times.
I think that's fair.
Like I will call you if you know what I mean? So
I love it.
That's the love, man. So for the Dadgood community, check it out. We release new episodes every single week. Might be a Monday, might be a Friday, might be a Wednesday. Honestly, it's kind of like whose line is it anyways? The points don't matter, and we get to make up the rules as we go along. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next week on the timeline. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to check all your latest Dadgood updates. That one got them. The whose line got them. Don't forget to check out all the latest Dadgood updates on your LinkedIn timeline. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll talk to you later. Peace.